So Wuben have released their final model of the X4. So it should already be shipping, or maybe some of you have received it by the time I post this video, but it combines some of the best features of their previous X series flashlights, especially the X2 Pro, which I reviewed in a previous video, and all, as you can see, all these features in one small package. And I reviewed the pre-production model in a separate video already, but let's see how this final model looks like and see if there's any differences. And yeah, this light has a ridiculous number of features. Firstly, unlike most flat style flashlights, this one has a replaceable battery, so you can just access it through that button here on the back, and it will accept pretty much any 18650 cell. It does come with this 3400 milliamp hour cell, and has this locking mechanism latch here on the side. Okay, you got to push it up to unlock. And yeah, basically you've got this switch, this sliding switch. So you've got the lock position, you've got a moonlight mode, which you can access through the tail or just through the side switch here. There is a normal lighting mode that's on memory at the moment, and you can just ramp up and down using this scrolly wheel. There is also a RGB mode in there with a few kind of flashy modes as well, which I don't really use myself, but I'll demo them a bit more later. And you've also got this warm white floodlight. So in terms of what you get in the box, it's everything that you see here. So you have an instruction manual, you've got a lanyard, a USB-C charging cable, you get the battery that I showed you before, and this is the box that it comes in. If you want to pause the video and read some of the specifications here in the back of the box. So Wuben initially sent me this prototype in black here to the right. It also does come in grey and this white, which honestly is my favorite out of all three. And yeah, if we look at them side by side, there's really not much difference at all. I actually can't see any difference. You can see there's maybe a slight structural difference here with the LEDs. So it's kind of the frosting is a little more apparent there, and there's like a little part there, but the LEDs haven't changed at all. And the other change is this clip. So you've got now a deep carry clip, or deeper carry clip anyway, so the head's not going to stick out of your pocket too much. But really, apart from that, I can't spot any other physical differences between both of these models. It does look like Wuben are using a normal Type 3 anodizing on the grey model and the black model, and they are using some type of aluminium oxide coating on the white model, because this looks exactly the same, feels the exact same as the one on my Wuben G5. I actually reached out to Wuben and asked them what coating are they using, is it paint? And no, apparently it's a thick aluminium oxide coating, and it's hard to make out here in the video, but it does look like the coating is a lot thicker compared to the normal anodized coating. So straight out of the box, you can see the X4 has this military / steampunk style design and has a really unique appearance. And I'm a big fan of Wuben's X series lights. The X4 follows in that same kind of styling, lots of intricate and angular cutouts. There's no imperfections or sharp spots on the light, and could easily look like it was a prop from a sci-fi film. The anodizing is matte and kind of grippy. There's a little bit of grip to it. Feels comfortable, intuitive to hold the light. The white model is not as grippy, but yeah, it feels smoother, that's for sure. In terms of ergonomics, the light is pretty comfortable and intuitive to hold. So you've got this switch here that you can alternate the different modes, and then you've got the other, the main activation switch here as well, and then plus, this dial that allows you to change the brightness. If you're using the light on the tactile mode here, using that tactile switch on the back, it also feels pretty comfortable as well. The general shape of the light just fits in between your hand easily. It's kind of in between rectangular and cylindrical. It's also IP68 water and dust resistant, 1 meter drop tested too. You've got this sliding switch here on the side of the light, and if you slide it all the way up the top, it exposes a USB-C charging port. This thing is waterproofed as well, so you don't have to worry. And yep, it's got the on-off switch here at the front, a rotating dial to adjust brightness, tactile tail switch like I was demonstrating before. And yeah, this mechanical locking latch here, you can see there's like two pivot points, so that's good that you can actually lock this thing in, so it's not going to open up on you, in your pocket or something like that accidentally. There's also a spring, well, springs underneath the head and the tail of the light, so you can see right into the base. So it's kind of difficult to see. You have to take my word for it, but basically when you pop the battery in, it's going to absorb a bit of the impact. So if you drop the lights, it's just less likely to whack into the driver and damage the electronics. You've got this strong clip here on the back of the light. I'm glad that Wuben have extended it further out so you can carry it further down in your pocket. And the way that it's attached is also convenient. So you can, if you imagine yourself wearing a hat or maybe a helmet or something, you could clip this on to the front of your hat and helmet and use it as a makeshift headlamp. Wuben also include a strong magnet here in the tail. So underneath the head, you can see there's these 4 TIR lenses with 4 LEDs in there. And Wuben haven't stated exactly what they are, but they're rated at 1,500 lumens combined, quad TIR configuration. The bezel, you got a slight kind of recessed area where the lens sticks out. There's no glass lens on the front. This is just the TIR lens directly exposed. Okay, so let's go through the UI. Now, if we put the switch all the way into the moonlight mode, it's pretty easy. So it's just basically press the side switch to turn moonlight on and off. You can also press the tail switch that will activate moonlight mode as well. It's always at the front, so it makes it easy to, I guess in the dark, if you need to access that moonlight mode, you know exactly where it is. This second pivot point here allows you to access any kind of mode from moonlight all the way to turbo. You can double press to just shortcut straight to turbo, turn off, and it memorizes that as well. So you can press that tail switch, activate the highest mode on there. But if you turn it on, and let's say if I ramp this all the way kind of to, I don't know, a little bit higher like that, turn it off, it still memorizes that highest mode, which is good. On the third pivot point here, if you press the switch there to the side, you can alternate between the auxiliary LEDs and the flood LEDs. The flood LEDs blink when you activate, when you get to the top and bottom of the ramp. So you're just using this wheel basically to scroll through. So pretty simple. If you press and hold again, you get this RGB mode, and you can go all kind of different modes in here. If you want it to flash, just double press and you get the kind of, I don't know, like a beacon mode or something like that. Now you can access some other flashy modes. So if you turn it off, it's in the same mode, and triple press, double press, there you go, you've got this flashy mode. Double press again, yeah, there we go, a few other flashy modes in there. Don't know how useful these will be for most people. I guess in an emergency to attract attention, they could be useful. And finally, you've got this lock mode at the back. So once that is on lock mode, none of these switches will activate the light. So I ran a ceiling bounce test with the Wuben X4 on turbo, and you can see here that 1500 lumen mode, it steps down pretty much immediately in a linear fashion. And so by the 1 minute mark, you're sitting on about a third of output. Here are some tests that I ran with my Audible Lightmaster Pro, and on the highest mode, there you can see I measured 239 meters of range with all 4 LEDs activated. Pretty decent considering how small the bezel is on this flashlight. CRI was 64, CCT between 5,700 and 5,900. And you can see I also tested the side light warm LEDs, didn't get a reading on the minimum, it just wasn't bright enough, but on the maximum, I got 15 meters of range, and the CCT was 3,900. Also important to mention, the CRI was low, so 68. So some considerations if you're thinking about getting the Wuben X4. So if you're buying this to use it as a tactile flashlight, it's probably not the best light for that purpose. You have to have it in either one of these modes in the center in order to activate that 1500 lumen mode. Double press also gives you a strobe strobe, a hidden strobe in there as well. I just thought it would have been nice if that tail switch would work in all modes and would take you to 100%, rather than, you know, even in the moonlight mode, going to the moonlight mode. It would just seem easier if it could be programmed to have moonlight with one press of the side, and then, you know, 100% with that tail switch. At least it'd be easy to find since it's right at the front. The second consideration is that there's no ability to change from flood to throw like in the X2 Pro. So basically, you know, all 4 LEDs are activated and they just ramp up and down in brightness. And yeah, I was hoping for that to be changed in the final released version here, but it's, yeah, not a deal breaker. The third consideration is that it would have been great to be able to lock this sliding switch mechanically on the main lighting mode. So basically these two, maybe there's like a separate switch, kind of like how they've implemented a locking switch here on the tail. I don't know. I just think it would have been good. So if I wanted to use this as a tactical, you know, like as a tactical flashlight, I could lock it and make sure whenever I press that tail switch, it would always come on that 1500 lumen mode. And yeah, I also noticed that this sliding mechanism here, you know, it does require a little bit of effort, but you know, it has slightly less friction than I would have liked, because I think if it was less likely to move around, then I would feel more comfortable just leaving it in one of these two settings here. And a final thing to mention in the performance is that the step down was pretty quick. So it stepped down to basically a third of its output within a minute. And it would have been good if the light were to step down later. I think Wuben could have managed to give it at least a minute of runtime before it stepped down. But yeah, maybe this limited heat sinking might have been a constraint. So overall, I think the Wuben X4 is an excellent do-it-all flat style flashlight, and I really like the versatility that this light brings to the table. It's got a bright, balanced main beam, suitable for both long-range, close-up use. You've also got a functional side work light, colored RGB modes there as well, and this intuitive brightness adjustment dial. Not to mention that the battery is fully replaceable, and that's something that most flat style flashlights lack. And that's definitely going to ensure that you'll be able to use this light long after the 18650 cell conks out. Anyway, what do you guys think of the final version of the Wuben X4? Is this the model that you expected to see, or did you expect to see some other changes? Let me know down below in the comments, and if you have questions, I'll answer them as well. Just comment below. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and click the like button and share it with someone who might be interested. It just helps me to get my channel out to more people. And if you want to see more flashlight reviews and keep up to date with the latest flashlight news, make sure you subscribe. Wuben X4, and just got it on the lowest step, lowest part of the ramp, and we'll just ramp up and down. Has a very nice looking beam, and the flood starts pretty much at my feet, goes into my peripherals, and then you've got this intense kind of hot spot in the center. You can see all the way down the back of that path, which for me is very important to see what's coming up ahead. Lower that down. I'll go for a walk and also use the auxiliary floodlights, but the floodlights actually appear a little bit stronger than on camera. I'll have to kind of adjust the ISO, but yeah, we'll see how we go. So there's someone coming behind me. I'll let them go first, then I'll get started on the bit of a walk. using the tactical or the tail switch now. Wuben X4, and I've got it on the lowest mode. Let's just ramp this up using the dial. There we go, highest mode. Surprising amount of range. It's tinting the trees all the way out to the back, and just a seamless transition between the hotspot and the flood as well. So it's a very nice looking beam. Hasn't changed really at all from the prototype model. We'll go down, up again, off, back on again. Let's try that tactical mode. Okay, so I can press that tail switch at the back. That sort of shortcuts to that highest mode. Double press gives you a strobe. You can kind of like signal as well. Now I'll go for a bit of a walk, and what I'll do as well is just cycle through some of the auxiliary modes, as well as the flood mode, the side flood mode.